Good evening. This is CTV News for this Friday, September 6th. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Makia Turner. Thank you for joining us. The power has been restored at Prince George's Hospital after running on generators just over 10 hours. The outage happened around 8 o'clock last night when 3 transformers caught fire in the hospital's power plant. Officials say generators kicked on immediately and no one was injured. Darnell Nash says his wife has been in labor since 4 p.m. yesterday. He was there when the events unfolded.
It stopped there. It got chaotic for a minute, but
Chaotic how?
because it's hot in there. That's why I'm out here right now. But they stopped all the floors. Couldn't nobody leave the floors. Elevators stopped. Just a lot of no TV. The game was on. It ain't affect us too bad though. It was all right.
A spokesperson for the hospital says routine and elective surgeries have been rescheduled for next week. The helicopter and ambulances will continue to reroute to other hospitals until the building's air condition can function properly without a generator. That problem is expected to be fixed by tonight.
A group that is against the war in Syria continues to rally in an effort to sway some lawmakers. Peace Action Montgomery delivered a letter to Representative John Delaney urging him to vote against any authorization for the use of military force in the country. The U.S. joins 20 nations that have condemned the alleged chemical weapons attack against the Syrian people. President Obama has been working to drum up congressional support for a military strike. Here's what Representative Steny Hoyer had to say about it.
But I think the president felt that members of Congress had asked that they be included in this decision, and I think it's an important one to make. But I will be voting to support giving the president the authority to take limited action to respond, but effective action, not just a symbolic effort, but an action which will help preclude the use of this chemical weapons by the Assad regime. Again, I'm convinced that it was, in fact, the Assad regime.
Meanwhile, the State Department has ordered non-essential staffers and private American citizens to leave Lebanon due to security concerns in neighboring Syria.
Well, U.S. employers added 169,000 jobs in August and much fewer in July. The Labor Department says the unemployment rate dropped to 7.3%, the lowest in nearly 5 years. The proportion of Americans working or looking for work fell to its lowest level in 35 years. Since then, employers have added 148,000 jobs in the past 3 months, well below the 12-month average of 184,000. And the Prince George's County Fair is in town with activities for the entire family.
That's right, and we will be checking in with CTV's Sonia Srivastava throughout the show from Upper Marlboro. Sonia, are you there?
Well, the Equestrian Center here and in Upper Marlboro has been completely transformed. As you see behind me, it is full of carnival rides and merry-go-rounds. And this fair is actually the oldest in the state of Maryland. And throughout this 4-day affair, about 6,000 people are expected. But earlier today, it was a very, very special day. 2,100 special needs kids arrived in buses. They had the park all to themselves. How was your day today?
Good.
Good. What was your favorite part? Did you like petting the animals?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oftentimes our children are excluded from various things, and so for them to have a day specifically for them where it's open and they can feel free and still enjoy the festivities is a wonderful thing.
Joe, what an incredible thing to do for these kids today, and just put this fair on.
That's correct. And we, like you said, we are 100% volunteer. Nobody on our staff gets paid. We have volunteers from everywhere around. And parking planning was a big thing with today. They actually set up the fun factory and the kids had a blast.
All right. Well, as you said, you could not do it without these volunteers. And so bring yourself, bring your families. It is certainly a great time here in Upper Marlboro. Back to y'all in the studio.